Celebrate Jesus, somebody. Celebrate Jesus. The magnitude of the testimony. The magnitude of the testimony. That's how concerned the prophet of God is about your life. That's how concerned he is. Wonderful Jesus, wonderful.
There is a prophet in the heart of Harare who does not only see beyond the curtain of time, but whose words do not fall to the ground when he speaks into your life. They are accompanied by tangible, undeniable results and testimonies. You are about to watch how the lives of God's children who encounter the Prophet Arthur Hagin, were transformed after meeting the seer during one-on-one sessions. Some received healing miracles, some financial breakthroughs, some jobs, after going for years being jobless, miracle babies, and so many more mind-provoking testimonies. Watch and connect with your faith to these testimonies.
My name is Elvis Mananga. I have a niece. She's been having spiritual attacks. It's been going down for the past 2 years. I was called around 8 in the morning. It was the resident chaplain from the school that she goes to. He told me that your niece has been attacked, and like something that has been going on. I immediately rushed there. So when she gets attacked, you'll be tempted to think that it's an asthmatic attack. I tried calling the one-on-one session since it was a Thursday, and so I decided to drive all the way from where I stay and bring her here. So when we got here, usually when she gets attacked, heavy breathing. Recently, I don't know what you'll be doing with your hands. So when we entered into where Sia and Ma were, she was still unconscious. I sat down, he asked me a few questions, and then they started praying for her, and it didn't take a minute.
Wow.
She regained her consciousness, and I just broke down into tears. I had seen the power of God, and I really appreciate God for using the man of God to do what he did on my niece.
I want to thank the grace of this house. I want to thank you, Mama. Thank you, JJ. I got married on the 15th of January because of the CS words. I went for one-on-one to see Dad. So Dad prophesied to me that faster, amen. The way it happens, it's just like what he has said before. So he came in Lobola in January. Then on the 12th of March, I gave birth to a baby girl. When I was in hospital, there was some problems. And then I texted Mama that the baby has been sent for an oxygen when she was 3 days. Then Mommy prayed for me and said she's well. Then everything went well. I want to thank you, Mama. Thank you, Dad, for the grace.
Celebrate Jesus, somebody. Clap hands for Jesus.
So for me, I believed God, the moment that I'm going to see the seer, my life is not going to be the same. So I did register. I finally managed to register. I got to see the seer. And when he saw me, the first things that he said to me is, I'm seeing you in America, not in Dubai. And I confirmed, I said, Sia, you have no idea. I've been trying to apply for a job in the cruise ship, but then, Jairamba. So he said to me, I've said it already. I'm seeing you in America. Then I connected to the grace. So for the cruise ship job, it has been almost a year and Ichizama and Jairamba. So when I saw the seer, when he gave that prophecy, Ajnotombotora a week for me to apply and got the reply.
So Did you hear that well? You see, she was signed for a solid year, almost a solid year. But an encounter with the prophet within a week. It happens with speed. It happens with speed. Clap hands for Jesus, somebody.
So, in that moment when I saw the seer, he told me, Kuti, Chichnoitika muna May, as if there is something that is specific that happens in May. I told him May is my birthday. He said to me, no, I'm seeing something good that is going to happen to you in May. I said, I receive. So I got selected for the interview. I went for the interview. I passed the interview as the seer had declared. And when I passed the interview, in May, I received my offer letter.
Wow. According to the declaration of the prophet.
So I just want to honor the grace that is in this house. I'm here today not because I'm on vacation, but I'm here today because I am supposed to be joining the new job which the seer prophesied into my life. So I just want to honor you. Thank you.
Celebrate Jesus, somebody.
It was only one-on-one, and then they told me, son, what are you doing? And I said, I'm studying law. She said, okay, it's fine. Do you know any white men? And I said, no, I don't. And he said, okay, it's fine. I forbid you to do the criminal sector of law, the criminal aspects of law. There is a door for you in the corporate sector of law. You should not practice criminal law things. You should do corporate law things. And God is going to open a door specifically for you for that. So then I matched those two testimonies. It was in 2022. So I knew that I'm supposed to get in the corporate sector, and I must meet a white man. So apparently this week we were making applications for internship. I applied so many places, and it was very difficult to find a job in the corporate sector because they usually take the best and they only take maybe one intern per firm. So I didn't even know how it was going to happen. All of the places I got, I would just refuse and say, Dad said I should go for a corporate firm. So on Wednesday, a white man called.
Celebrate Jesus, somebody. Celebrate Jesus. The magnitude of the testimony. The magnitude of the testimony. That's how concerned the prophet of God is about your life. That's how concerned he is. Wonderful Jesus. Wonderful. Go on.
So on Wednesday, a white man called him. He's been a lawyer in the corporate sector. I think he's one of the oldest lawyers right now. I think for over 30 years. He's got a law firm, and he said, I couldn't see your CV, so I want you to bring your CV in person. As I was getting onto the gate, he called me again and he said, sorry, I don't want to bomb you with anything, but this could be an interview, so be prepared. So I went in by the reception, only to find out that the guy who was the PA for Mr. Stevenson's is actually a former schoolmate of mine. And when he saw me, he said, Maposa, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm coming here for an interview. He said, what? Okay, let me get in first. So he got in. Then he started to tell me everything about me. Everything about me. He started to tell him about my debate and public speaking, my awards, my accolades, and he was already impressed. And when I got in, he said, I'm already impressed, Mr. Maposa. Can I have your CV? And then I just gave him my CV. He flipped through the pages. It did not even take 3 seconds. He said, what's this module? Accounting. You're very good at accounting. And I said, yes, I am. He said, okay. Mr. Maposa, I want to make you the best. If you allow me, when do you want to start? Then I said, I'm starting Monday.
Celebrate Jesus.
I got an opportunity to meet the prophet on one-on-one in mid-April. The last thing that he said I should look for a job because I do nails like as just a part-time job because I'm also looking for a professional job. Saka vakandifunza kuti unowana mari and I told him mva vandithi it's too little, you should look for a job. So I took that instruction, then I started applying. Before I started applying, like on the one-on-one, he told me that, he asked me, where do you want to work? And I said, I've been applying here in Zimbabwe, and I've also been applying outside. Then he asked me that, then I said outside. Then he prayed for me, and he told me that God fulfills the desires of people's hearts. So I just believed the word, and I started applying for jobs, but I was applying both here in Zimbabwe and outside. So I started applying in May. Then in mid-June, I got an email asking me to come for an interview. I went for an interview. Then in mid-July, that's when I got a phone call. They didn't send an email, they called several times. It was the recruiter who said that you have got the job, and we are willing to give you a job here in the UK. Saka, I got the job. And one thing that stood out to me is that I have been applying for a job besides Zanguje business. I've been applying for a job since November 2021, and I haven't gotten anything. So I want to thank the men of God and the mom for the grace that works upon their lives. And I'm a partaker of the same grace. So I signed the contract, and they gave me all the necessary paperwork that I needed to take to the visa. So I applied the visa, and I got the visa. So I just want to say thank you, and to encourage everyone that the grace that works in this house is too much. I am a partaker of the same grace, and I'm here to give a testimony of the goodness of God in the land of the living.
Celebrate Jesus.
Good evening, church. My name is Sarah, and this is my testimony.
Wonderful Jesus.
Then I booked for the one-on-one session. Then Vazoti, how many children do you have? And I said, I only have one daughter. She goes, you want a boy? And I said, yes. So he said, Chenda, so I want to thank God. God is so amazing.
When did you go see the prophet and he gave you the word?
It was last year, February. I came for one-on-one.
And when did the child come?
November, 18 November.
That's exactly 9 months after a word.
Exactly 9 months.
There is a word coming with speed to happen in your life. A decree by the prophet. Celebrate Jesus, somebody.
To register for a one-on-one session with the Prophet of God, contact plus 263-788-689961 or plus 263-783-255582. You are the next to testify